Let's make another video. This time let's do something different. Nindo was the last one. So we're gonna choose one of the desktops from the advanced installation, which means we need to get to the internet. Make sure you have a connection, LAN cable in, or make sure wireless is working, the gateways is present, etc, and resolve. There has to be an IP address in, that's the gateway, that's your router. If all's well, then you can download packages, install packages, and off you go. Last was one Nindo, so I'm guessing alphabetically. I'm guessing we're at Plasma, and then maybe Qtile afterwards. So we're going down the list that has provided in Calamares in the advanced installation. Gotta have internet, and otherwise no internet. You get XFC in, and then you launch the ArchLinux tweak tool, and you get PSPW in later on, or you get Awesome in, or Xmonad and Qtile, right? Any of them go, as long as you have, again, of course, internet. ATT works also with internet. So offline is what you see is what you get. That's going to be this line. These two lines are the ones we're using here. And if we're going to go via advanced, you are going to remove XFC4 and XFC4 goodies. So if you don't select the desktop, you don't have a desktop. Simple as that. But we have done this one, and first is Openbox, right? So again, check out what all the pieces of the puzzle are. We've been using this in ArchLabs. So my past, my history, 7 years back, I was a developer and the builder of the ISOs. ArchLabs does not exist anymore. And yes, we kept on developing on Openbox and used it for certainly 2 years. That was my workflow back then, and I was happy with it, and voila, things change. So now ChatWM is my efficient desktop manager, or tiling window manager. So there we go. We just go ahead and click whatever you want to install extra. You can't remove things with Calamares, you can only add more. Removal is done with scripts later on. Just a simple sudo pacman -r or rs. ArchWiki pacman. Have a look at the switches you can use with the package manager pacman, right? Enough it goes, doing its work. So Openbox, not Plasma yet. Let's go to another desktop and look around. Openbox. What I want to know is, how long ago did they put code on their GitHub? Is it still maintained? That's a question that pops up now, right? So first of all, ArchWiki, Openbox. Secondly, ArcoLinux D, because that website contains all the files and the the articles and the videos that we've made. And let's see, that's gonna be, it's not a tiling window manager per se, it's a bit special, and I think we have to make it bigger. That's gonna make everybody's life easier. So Openbox changed, unfortunately. We used to be able to do right control F, and automatically it was big enough, but now we have to go and tell it to change. Here is an Openbox, here is Openbox. All right. So I've added in each of these elements, I've added some links. In this case, the wiki. So that's this one. And let's have a look. So basically it's a sudo pacman -s Openbox, but it's not that simple, right? We've worked on ArchLabs for, and later on afterwards, ArchMerge and ArcoLinux. Those were the first things to start with. XFC, Openbox, i3. That's the beginning of the project. At that time, it was still called ArchMerge, and you will see it if you go for ArcoLinux YouTube. Let's go back in time. Each video is different, as you see. I have not spoken about this in the other videos of the installation. Okay, there we go again. And there's always a way to get back to here, and it's this thing that you need, not that thing, this thing that you need, ArchMerge. These are all the videos I've made at the very beginning. We're talking 6 years ago. It's almost 7 years ago, right? So this is an ISO where we thought, let's combine XFCE. Let's start people off with that. It's coming from Windows or Mac. It's okay. XFCE is not that hard. Then something in between, Openbox, and we're gonna have a look at Openbox later on. And maybe you would like to combine it also with i3. And in one ISO you have 3 things: an actual desktop, a tiling window manager, and something in between, Openbox. And that was the idea as a learning curve. Start with XFCE, then maybe move to Openbox, and if you like tiling window managers, move to number 3, i3. So a lot of videos there as well. They're not counted in the ArcoLinux, but it's exactly the same thing, right? It's Arch, it's packages, and it's configs. It's still the same thing. So maybe there are explanations in here that say, hey, that still works. Of course, because it's Arch and it's often a workflow thing. Think about well, changing like this one, right? Polybar. It's still the same polybar configuration. Yes, a few elements have changed and a few things have been added. It's still the same polybar, right? Names change, but in the end it's Arch. Okay, history time. So we have all kind of things in here. At the very beginning, right, we did not build ISOs. We had no Carly. We just started with an ISO, XFCE Openbox i3. Hence, you'll find a lot of articles about Openbox also here. And that's why that is, because we had no idea we were doing all these things. After 7 years, we can teach you how to build your own distro. We were not thinking about that 7 years ago, right? So things grow, and that's what happened. So here are also things about i3 and Openbox, just because we started with ArchMerge, XFCE, Openbox, i3. So that's that. That might give you an insight why things are the way they are. And I did move a few of these guys from one website to the other, but at some point in time, right? A lot of time and energy that goes into changing these things. So that's that. So Openbox is here. Information is possible. Okay. I'd like to know, did I push something to the GitHub? So let's have a look. Can we find the GitHub? This is Openbox website. That doesn't look good, and URL is correct, right? Openbox. Let's see what we get. Maybe it's down just now. 2013. Who knows, right? Maybe it's just momentarily down and not forever and ever. There's the box look.org. Maybe have a look at design, Openbox hacks and configurations, or an Arch. Openbox screenshots, a thread. Don't see a lot of screenshots. An Openbox guide. Make this bigger. But what I want is ArchLinux then. Openbox. I want to get to the GitHub. I want to get to the package. If I find the package, then I find the link. Let's find the source files. There we are. Nope, there we are not. We need to find the package build. Where's the package build? Few changes. Is that the link? Add NV checker configuration Openbox. Looks like it. What's this? I think I'm in the wrong path here. Wrong place, but let's try nevertheless. See what we get. Yeah, it's Openbox. So 15 years ago, 6 years ago, 9 years ago, 6 years ago, are we still using this code from 6 years ago? Might be possible. By the by, it's still working, right? So you gotta give them some credit. It's still working. But the question is, here we are. That's what I want. So this is a patch. And here is the Control C, Control V. We can't go anymore there, so I don't know what's going on there. This is not where I should be. That feels wrong. So this would be my best guess. Distribution Openbox. There's a patch here and a patch there. This and this. This seems to be the source for Openbox. But it's a bad time. Seems to be a bad timing. Openbox.org. The wiki software. Archcraft wiki has an Openbox. Gentoo wiki has an Openbox. Let's see. Package information guide. Source. Nope. External resources. External resources. This one. So they're referring to ArchLinux. Gentoo is referring to ArchLinux webpage. And it's the other way around as well. So Arch is pointing to Gentoo. Enfin, I guess it's a bad time, but my guess is not much has been developed for Openbox lately. That's a guess. We'll try it out later on. Who knows? That this particular website is back up and running. Let's get this away. Nope. Old wiki. Maybe they're working on something. Enfin, let's try and check it out. Openbox is beautiful, it's fun, it works, and yes, why not use it? Is it being developed? At this point in time, I don't know. I hope so. It would be a miss. It would be a loss. So there we are. Control T. Super Q, Super Shift Q, all working. Super X is working. Super S is working. Super D is working. Super Shift D is working. So everything is working. That's cool. Right mouse click. All of this is working. Have a look around. That's the menu that you have. It's quite long and comprehensive because of the fact that it's based on ArchLabs, right? Years ago, we started making all these things, and voila, it still works fine. And from time to time, we have to update a few things, links that do not work anymore, or applications that do not exist or changed, stuff like that. But basically, it still all works. If we want to have a pipe menu with icons, now we have icons, right? It's awesome. And it still works. And it's Control Shift. This one, this is Super 4, Super 7, Super 8, Super 9, Super 5, Super 6, Super 3, 2, 1, right? This is awesome. It's like Wayfire. Wayfire has this too, where we can make or tile basically. It is not a tiling window manager, but you can use it as a tiling window manager. Super 4. Control T, it's there. Super 6. Yeah, 6. So this is your Openbox. Play around, I would say. Maybe you fall in love with it. You never know. Exit Openbox and shut down. Enjoy.